from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. An immediate takedown attempt successful from Oses.
Well, Oses trains all the time at TriStar with Montreal Wrestling Club, which is where many of the national team, Canadian national team members train. So you're going to expect that he's going to have some great wrestling, and he shows it there with the first takedown.
Trying to secure another takedown after Argyriou was able to get back to his feet. Trent now succeeds in getting him down to the ground. The corner of Oses complaining, saying Argyriou's grabbing onto the cage. That's crafty work by the cornerman too. Another takedown from Oses here.
Well, you mentioned it, that every time the hand goes on the cage, even if it isn't wrapped around, the referee's going to be looking at it. They can give warnings for that and dock points. So Argyriou has done an excellent job of getting up from the multiple takedowns from Nate Oses. Nate Oses, look at the forward pressure, just leaning all his weight on Alexi.
Argyriou breaks away. A nice opening, a few moments there in the fight for Nate Oses. And now Argyriou trying to land some punches.
Big right hand from Argyriou.
Oh, another right hand snuck through. Argyriou starting to tag Oses here. Oses firing wildly to get back in it.
Look at these just sharp punches that keep finding a way through the defense of Nate Oses.
Again, nice punching there from Argyriou. A high kick followed by a right hand. Staggered Oses momentarily. Well, you can see why Oses went for the takedown immediately after the striking of Argyriou here in the last minute and a half.
Just the speed and accuracy that Argyriou is throwing with just shows the danger of striking that he has when he is able to just use that speed to his advantage.
Argyriou, a couple jabs followed by a right hand. All of them getting through that defense. Another right hand lands.
Just so accurate from Argyriou. There's a nice return from Nate Oses. Argyriou says, hey, no problem. You want to go to the ground? I want you standing.
Yeah, you can see why Argyriou would want this fight on his feet. Another jab gets through. Oh, and that one snapped the head of Oses. Argyriou landing strikes very well here, Jeremy.
Argyriou a couple times has grabbed his glove on his left hand, and I don't know whether that's just a positioning on the way the glove feels or maybe something indicative of a hand injury, because he hasn't thrown many lefts lately. There's another great takedown, and again, good work by Oses, locking the hands underneath and securing this top position.
Oses trying to find a more advantageous position here. Now has the back of Argyriou landing a couple punches. And again, looking for another takedown. Oses has him up against the cage, trying to trip him away.
Downward pressure by Nate Oses leaning against Argyriou, trying to slow the young man down, because when they're free, he is basically flying around the cage.
Knees now coming in from Oses. It's going to be a very difficult round for the judges to call here, Jeremy. Oses with 2 takedowns and about a minute and a half of ground dominance. Now he's got Argyriou up against the cage, against about 2.5 minutes of precision striking from Alexi Argyriou. This is going to be a very difficult round to call.
Now right up against us, Nate Oses trying to secure another takedown, and he will secure this one a little more emphatically than the others. And inside control, and anytime that you can end the round on top, that's a safe assumption that the judges are going to look twice at that. That is a very interesting first round between these two fighters.
Calling the action from Hard Knocks 49 here in Calgary.
Immediately a nice jab to the head of Nate Oses, and it just looks like Oses is reacting after the punch is thrown. So you can imagine the speed of these punches coming from Argyriou. There's a nice response right hand from Nate Oses.
The jab can do a substantial amount of damage. Never better example than George St. Pierre destroying an opponent with the jab. He messed up Josh Koscheck pretty badly. And Argyriou is landing the jab with authority here in round number 2.
It's very interesting the way he is throwing his left hand, and he's just not throwing it with the same authority that he normally has been throwing in. A lot of right hand dominant striking right now from Argyriou. So again, I'm wondering if there's something wrong, although there was a nice jab right there. So perhaps I'm just seeing things.
The left jab does get through, using it now to set up the right hand. Argyriou seeming, like you mentioned, Jeremy, to land strikes at will. But again, some guys are like that, Jeremy. Some guys will take that jab, take that jab, take that jab, and look for their opening.
There's a nice return right hand from Nate Oses, so giving almost as good as he's getting here in the opening stages of round 2.
Argyriou's now stepping into the center of the cage. Oses landing a right hand to the body, or a left rather. Nice combination from Argyriou. Another big hand, but again, eating that hand to drive him through the fence, and he tried to drive him through the fence, Jeremy. That takedown hitting the chain link with both guys still in the air.
Well, and sometimes the takedown just isn't finished yet, and luckily the cage is there to stop them from going cascading out into the crowd. But Nate Oses, just when he gets to this grappling, just continues to use this leg attack to effect. But Alexi Argyriou immediately gets up, and it's just, you know, Nate Oses got to say, what do I have to do? A nice throw there from Alexi Argyriou, now inside control. But he says, what do I got to do? Every time I take this guy down, he gets right back up again.
Now we'll see what Argyriou can do from the top. There's a nice couple elbows to end round 1, and now answering those elbows a few moments later is Alexi Argyriou, who now pops into the mount. Oses could be in trouble here as he's given up his back, and Argyriou landing punches, trying to work his way into a choke.
Again, has to be patient here. He got this opportunity to grapple with the back mount that he has right now, so has to be patient to try and pick his moments. He doesn't want to lose this position. Nate Oses on the other side just has to find a way to control the wrists of Alexi Argyriou and not allow that choke to come through.
In the meantime, Argyriou is spending time in a dominant position. He's got both hooks in, preventing Oses from rolling into it and getting into a mount position.
Now look, he's almost trying to transition to the mount, and there he goes. He is in the mount, and now raining punches down from the mount.
Yeah, Oses almost lost his fight a moment ago. Antisocial was just about to step in when Oses rolled away from it. Hammer fist now from Argyriou.
Argyriou still working in. Good work from Oses, attacking the hands, not allowing the choke to happen, perhaps trying to work a wall walk situation to come in on top of Alexi Argyriou.
Trying to spin towards, Argyriou follows it through. Nice continuity from Argyriou, who's now in the mount and starting to land punches again from the top. What a round from Alexi Argyriou, Jeremy.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job of just reading what Nate Oses is doing and sticking to the back of Nate Oses. And there it is underneath. Now Nate Oses is going to attack the bottom hand, but it is very tight under the chin. He's just got to get the other hand free.
And there is the other hand free. It may be a matter of time. Nate Oses taps